more white man lies.
How you brothers doing this Sabbath? Good, good, good. There's a lot of work to be done in Israel, so we need you brothers to be of sound mind. And we need you sisters to support the troops. Support the troops. A lot of things happening in the world, a lot of things. I'm going to cover a lot of steps today. I want to touch, first off, someone sent me a video with some Israelites saying that in the proceeding of their video, and you know, these Israelites, when they spell everything with a Y, just really annoys me because they're special. Yeah. So the Y's everywhere. Yeah, that's the Busta Rhymes song. Yeah. You know, I love our people, but everybody they got the special name. So anyway, they said that they do not teach racial supremacy. So, and I said, oh, they don't teach racial supremacy. So I said, I thought I pondered on a second. I said, well, something ain't right. They said, let me read it and make sure I quoted it right. It says, we do not teach any form of racial supremacy. Any form. So, I want to open up with Mark chapter 8. And this is a message to our brothers and sisters who have that equality mind, that we're all equal in Yeshua. That's what they say. We're all equal in Yeshua. Really? Really? Okay. Give me Mark 8. Who's reading for me today?
Right here.
Captain Isaac, thank you. Come on.
Mark 8 and verse 1.
38.
Verse 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
So the first thing we all need to understand is that we should not be ashamed of anything that this Bible says. If it says it, it shall surely come to pass. Is that right or wrong? All right. That's what Christ said. Whoever's ashamed of him and his words, the Lord said he will be ashamed of you before his Father and the holy angels. Give me Hebrews 10, verse 7. I'm building to a point. I'm getting to a point. Hebrews 10, verse 7. Because I know exactly where we're all going to go. We know we're going to hit Deuteronomy, but I want to precede Deuteronomy chapter 7 with this.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O God.
So the entire Bible is written of Christ. Christ is written from the beginning all the way through. When you read the Old Testament, Moses told you the Spirit of the Lord was there. He wasn't walking earth as Christ, but the Spirit of the Lord was amongst Israel. All right? Give me the proof of that, Captain Isaac, in 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Here's the proof. I know some of you in here knew. 1 Corinthians, where is it? 10 and 1 to 4, I think it is.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud.
Stop. All our fathers were under the cloud. Many Christians foolishly believe that the Corinthians were Greek white people. That's not true. The Corinthians, Corinth was in Greece, were Israelites who were in Corinth. And read the verse again.
Moreover, brethren.
Keyword, brethren, read.
I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all
I would not that you should be ignorant. In other words, don't be stupid about what I'm about to say. Read.
How that all our fathers.
How that all our fathers were what?
Were under the cloud.
Were under the cloud.
And all passed through the sea.
And all passed through the Red Sea.
And were all baptized unto Moses.
And all learned the law under Moses.
In the cloud and in the sea.
So, that's the first thing. Read.
and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ.
So Paul, the Apostle Paul, revealed to us that the Spirit of the Lord from the time of Moses that was dealing with us was Christ. That's a mystery. A lot of people don't understand that. Okay? So now, give me Matthew 15:24. I'm getting there. So Christ comes in the volume of the book. That's why I went there. He comes from Genesis to Revelation.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So Christ, the Son of God, said he's not sent, but, meaning only, for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. There are spirits out there that want us to be ashamed of what he said there. We're not to be ashamed of that. Oh, it's not. Then they want to get you on TV and make you feel emotionally confused. That's not right. They want to push the philosophy or doctrine of democracy. Let me tell you where the thought of democracy comes from. Babylon, ancient Babylon, when all nations came together and tried to build a tower to heaven, and the Lord said, confound their languages and separate them. Now America, which is Babylon the Great according to the Holy Bible, is trying to bring a new world order of all nations, nationalities, peoples, and tongues united together as one. It's the same philosophy. Read that again.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So Christ said he's not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Give me Deuteronomy 7. And 6. So Deuteronomy 7 and 6 is really where you want to hit the hammer on the nail with, because there are some camps that say we do not teach racial supremacy, and they say it as if it's a bad thing. Watch what God says here to our people. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen.
The nations hindered Israel building. So now we're trying to build again. And once again, here comes their secret plots and popular persuasions. So that everybody goes, I don't know about you guys. I know Jesus is black, but I don't think it's right that we are teaching that we are the greatest race on the earth. God says we're the greatest race on the earth. Are you kidding me? And we're supposed to be ashamed of that. When the white man says that he's the chosen, nobody says a word. Not even your pastors. Does Creflo Dollar speak against them, saying that they're chosen?
They better not open their mouth up and say anything.
They better not dare open their mouth against them. When the white man says they are the chosen people, about the so-called Jews, it's like E.F. Hutton. Everybody stay quiet. E.F. Hutton is speaking. Shh. Then when we show, according to the Bible, we are the top race, now we're a hate group. We are black separatists.
Right. Y'all heard the term anti-Semitism? I have heard that term used for the last 25 to 30 years in New York City in particular. And I've heard so many different people challenge that statement on television, on talk shows and things like this here. And one of the challenges went out saying that how in the world could they charge people with the term anti-Semitism when Semite gets his origin from Shem, and there were several families that came out of.
Right. I just got to say one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
A Negro said Semite means half. Semi, you know the word semi? You watch these Negroes that come out of jail, and they always got some deep breakdowns. Semite comes from semi, which means half. I said that ain't right. Go ahead.
That's
That's
that
a
Negro. He got half a mind. The word. Many people have went against your man in jail, so he's got it wrong. Many people say, and they have asserted all through television over these years that, like I said before, Semite gets its origin from Shem, and there were many different families that came out of the line of Shem. So you got Arabs, for instance, that come out of Shem. You got Chinese, Moab. You got Japanese, came out of Shem. The Negro, us, we're the Shem. We're from Shem. You know, huh? Iranians, they all come out of Shem. East Indians.
All white folks come out of Shem.
They all come out of Shem. So listen to this here. Somebody made the point and said, how in the world could we be anti-Semite when we are Shemitic ourselves? So that makes no sense at all. My point behind it is that Esau knows that.
Right.
But he'll throw that term at you to shut you up. But my question behind it is, why is it that they won't say nothing about what we showed on the screen with the ambulance and the Shamrim police? Why is it that they won't say anything about them being the true separatists? Why? That's my question.
It's just like what we read in the scripture. There's popular persuasion, so they want everyone else to believe that they are the Jews, and even if we believe that they're the Jews, then we won't come back and keep these commandments.
That's the answer, because they want you to think that they're the chosen. Want you to think that they're the Jews. That's the point. They're not the Jews, but they will give them billions of dollars, millions in support, millions in this, millions of that. We're going to make these the Jews, and everybody stay away from them.
Don't forget the Amish. They're the most separate people I know. Right. The Amish don't deal with the outside, it's the technology. They stay separate to themselves. No one talks about them. Amish people. They stay the most, Easter don't mention them whatsoever. They're untouchables. When it comes to everybody else, it's a problem, particularly us.
Right. When you read, right, it's always, everything's about us. When you read in 1 Chronicles 1, start at 24, Isaac, 1 Chronicles chapter 1. I want you to start at verse 24 and just read the 34. Read it quickly.
1 Chronicles chapter 1 and verse 24. Shem.
Stop. Shem was one of the sons of Noah. This is where the term Semite comes from. The "ite" at the end of the word means people of. So when they say Semite, they mean people of Shem. Write that down. So when people say, oh, you are an anti-Semite, they're saying you are against the people of Shem. Well, what people of Shem? Here is chronicled who came out of Shem. Start at 24 again.
Shem, Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Sarug, Nahor, Torah, Abram. The same is Abraham. The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael.
So from Abraham, you had Isaac. Out of Isaac, you had Jacob. He's going to say that as we read down. Out of Ishmael, you had the Arab nations. Read.
Verse 29. These are their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebaioth, then Kedar, and Adbeel.
Pause for a second. Give me the Bible dictionary. Give me the Bible dictionary and look up Ishmaelite. Who are these Ishmaelites? See, this is why they don't want us on TV. They'll put any dumb Negro on TV to say something stupid. But that's when we go and they say you're not allowed to read out the Bible. Then we ain't going.
Oh, I thought you was going for that other nuclear bomb. I got to bring that one then.
Well, go ahead, bring another one. Which one? Point. Let me. Oh, no.
You know I want that
Oh,
one.
yeah, okay. You got Ishmaelite out of the Bible, the sound of him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read that.
Ishmaelite, a descendant of Ishmael, the son of Abraham and Hagar. The 12 sons of Ishmael and his Egyptian wife became...
Get to the Arab part. All Arabs. The last paragraph.
All Arabs, following Muhammad's example, claim descent from Ishmael.
So all Arabs are Semites. They're quick to say the Palestinians and the Arabs are anti-Semites. How can they be anti-self? That's how popular persuasion with the media has deceived the minds of everybody on the earth.
There you go.
And they will not let us, the sons of God, bring out, but we're going to bring it out anyway.
That's right. We're coming for you.
That's right. We coming, hey, we ain't just coming for the white man. We're coming for everybody.
For everybody.
I want y'all to understand that. I know some of y'all shaking in your boots now. You're nervous. Come on back. When you got to ask yourself, why did the priests want to give up serving at the altar? The Greeks offered them fame, fortune, and women. Is that thing offered today? You better believe it is. No, well, the women get whatever they want. I don't know. But anyway, they get fame and what is the word called? endorsements. I believe, how much is the gold, when you win a gold medal, how much is that, 55 G's? 52 G's, something like that. But that's not where the big money is. The big money is the endorsements. Like, believe, what's her name? The little gymnast.
Gabrielle Douglas.
She's on the cereal box, and the whole team is on millions of dollars. Usain Bolt, too. What he got, Puma? Puma. Millions of dollars. Huh?
Yes.
And Simone Biles.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where all the money goes there with them endorsements. So now, type in, what's the little girl's name? The other one, not I forgot it, not Simone. The other girl, Gabby. Type her name in right there. Blow that up. Everybody was furious at this young lady. Blow it up big, because she did not put her hand over her heart when they did the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. They were furious. How could you? That's un-American. We'll take away your endorsement. We'll take away your endorsement. We'll do this to you. We'll do that. And she apologized, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But then, now type in, what's the little white boy's name? And how old is she? She's about what? 20?
21.
Type in, what's the swimmer's name in Brazil? Lacker. Type him, that little demon. You know who I'm talking about. Type that name in.
First one.
That lion demon here. This dude, 30-something years old, goes and says he got robbed at gunpoint. They put a gun to his head. Then you see there's a roll of tape. He's vandalizing the store. The security came out. They had their gun and said, you're going to pay the owners of the store for what you destroyed. That's what happened. So he lied. They said, oh, he was just having kids play. He's 30-something years old. Gabby's 20. They didn't say his kid stuff with her, but with him, oh, he's just a kid. They just, what is that? Is a term. Is a word when you're frolicking. I don't know the word. It's a funny word they use. Gallivanting. He's just gallivanting. No. He's a demon. He's a damn demonist guy. What's wrong with his teeth? This dude lied. And because a young lady didn't put her hand on her, they want to take away her endorsement. But they don't say that with this guy, this clown. All right, go back.
See that look he got on his face? He's holding up that medal. He said, listen, I got the power of whiteness. That's what that means. And I can get away with anything.
Mm-hmm. Captain Isaac, did you read that again? Read that again. Verse 15.
Verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
It was true back then, and it's true today. The word Hellenist, Greek-speaking Jews, has been moderned to assimilated. We are assimilated, okay? We have all been assimilated into Greco-Roman culture, okay? All of us. And it's only through learning the Bible about being born again that we start to change our thoughts, the foods we eat, the way we dress, the customs we keep. That's what being born again is. That's what it does. It changes everything about you. Okay? Read on.
By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them.
So the Most High plagued our people when we ran and served the Greek culture more than the Israelite culture. God brought forth sore calamities on our people. Go ahead.
For they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly.
Think about it. We follow the customs of the white man so earnestly. Did he not destroy our people throughout Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico from 1492 on up? Did he not destroy our people from 1692 on up? It says, which were before were our enemies and avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly. It was true then, it is true today. We love him to death. So somebody say that, oh, you're just a hate group. Are you kidding me? You don't get no more assimilated than us, than our people. We're trying to unassimilate ourselves, and that's what they're trying to prevent.
Exactly.
No, you can't unassimilate yourself. Stay in white society. Be us. Be black versions of us. That's what they want. Read on.
And unto whom they desired to be like in all things.
Wait a minute. And unto whom they desired to be like in all things, meaning the Israelites desired to be like the white man in all things. Is that true today? You better believe it. Ask the perm black woman with the perm in her hair. Who are you trying to be like, Miss Black Woman? The white woman. That's what she's trying to be like.
Then the blonde streaks and all that madness.
Ask the black woman with the blonde yellow hair. Who's she trying to be like? Ask the Puerto Rican one with the blonde hair. Who are you trying to be like? With your black eyebrows. How you gonna have black eyebrows and yellow hair? Who you fooling? You ain't fooling him.
Bumblebee. What's going on here?
We are the most destroyed people, and we want to be like them in all things. We love them to death. We love them. Okay. So, Romans 1, chapter 1, verse 16, please. Did you read that already?
Yes, sir.
Read it again.
For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation.
So what we're teaching is the power of God unto salvation. What they're calling hatred is the power of God unto salvation. Our people must learn this history. In order to be born again, you must show them examples of what happened historically. Brother, what do you mean I need to be born again? Let me tell you what the Christians do. Christians say you got to be born again. What does that mean? Say, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah. Is that born again? No. Or they say, celebrate Christmas and give me another religious holiday, Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving. Is that being born again? No, it's not. Being born again meaning start your life all over anew. Start again, like a newborn baby. From the way you dress, the foods you eat, the holidays you keep, the way you think in your mind, keeping God's laws now. Everything must change. That's what being born again. Well, give me another. Can you? Now we're showing Mac. What we're showing you here today, what happened during the time of the Olympics, with the creation of the Olympics here. This is the beginning of it. The origin of the Olympics, we show our people that. Because our people, many of young blacks, Latinos, what we try to do, we want to get into sports. That's what big money is, those endorsements. Basketball, football, baseball. You got many a Cuban risking death to get on a raft and come over here. Dominicans too. Risk death to get here and be in a baseball game. I want to play baseball. You can't even speak English, but they want to play. Why? Because that's big money, big endorsements. Now, we're not haters. I know some of the brothers, some of y'all into sports, whatever. But know the history of what happened. Know the intent of it is to keep you from God's laws. That's the message. That is the point. Everybody understand that? Okay. Give me 2 Timothy 1:8. You going to say something like that? Go ahead.
That's why when you see Jake today, they will know the history, but they'll know the stats of every ball player.
Spain, they sent some Puerto Ricans to Hawaii to serve slavery. The history is deep, and nobody want to talk about it, though. So he scattered. Read that part again. He scattered us.
And has scattered us among the heathen.
He scattered us. They sent many of us that came over on slave ships over here, sent us to Iran to serve slavery, sent us to East India to serve slavery, Cape Verde to serve slavery, China to serve slavery. Nobody want to talk about China. Dumb damn China. The Chinese going to get it too. Everybody going to get it when the Lord come back. Understand this. And this ain't hate talk. This is true talk. Read on.
Verse 12. Thou sellest thy people for naught.
God sold us for nothing. Go ahead.
And does not increase thy wealth.
God didn't get no wealth by selling us into slavery. It was the Lord that did that. The Lord rose our enemies against us and had us go into slavery. That's what the history must know. Come on.
And does not increase thy wealth by their price.
Go ahead.
Thou makest us a reproach to our...
Wait, can you look up that word reproach? Look up that word. The Bible says the Lord made us a reproach among our neighbors, meaning the other nations. That's what the phrase neighbors there is making reference to. Let's look up this word reproach. Because we read that word, we really don't know what it means, though. Reproach. Okay. Address someone in such a way as to express disapproval or disappointment. Give me some more synonyms. I need some more words. There's some more synonyms in there. Translated word or more definition. Just click that. Okay, let's go down. Okay, the noun of the word. Disapproval, a thing that makes the failings of someone or something else more apparent. Synonyms. Here's the synonyms for reproach. Disgrace. So we have made a disgrace amongst the nations. Discredit. Source of shame. Right. You see that word there? It's in gray. Source of shame. A blemish, a stain, a blot. Okay. So when the Bible says the Lord, read that again, Captain Isaac.
Thou makest us a reproach.
The Lord made us a reproach. We are a source of shame. We are a disgrace. Among who?
To our neighbors.
To our neighbors, meaning the other nations. This is why they call us niggers and spicks. This is why they changed our racial identities. Go ahead.
A scorn and a derision.
A scorn. Can we look up that word scorn? We are a scorn to the other nations. Scorn. I know some of y'all think they love these nations love you. The feeling or belief that someone or something is worthless or despicable. Don't they got a cartoon called Despicable? Despicable Me. So to be a scorn means you're worthless and despicable. Contempt, derision, contemptuousness. That's hard. That's a long word. Disdain, derisiveness, mockery, sneering. Okay. Mock or laugh out of. Okay. So y'all get the idea. So read that again, Captain Isaac.
Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us.
So they're never going to read this in church. They're never going to read this in your Roman Catholic church. They're never going to read it to you in your Baptist church, your Episcopalian church. But the Israelites, we're going to read it to you. We're going to reveal to you what happened to us. Read on.
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
You know, can we look up byword? Look up that word byword. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen. Byword. So when y'all start reading the Bible, have your little dictionaries, get a Bible dictionary and a regular no, it's one word. Yeah. Let me look. A person or thing cited as a notorious and outstanding example or embodiment of something. The name became a byword for luxury. Okay, let's deal with that. Puerto Rico is a byword. Okay, Puerto Rican's a byword. It represented that you were at one time rich, but now you're the complete opposite. You broke Puerto Ricans. My mother used to say Puerto Ricans. I said, ain't it Puerto Ricans? Oh, shut up. So I just stuck now, Puerto Ricans.
You better get it right.
Yeah,
You're messing up my name.
Incarnation, personification. Give me some more definition. Someone find me another dictionary for byword. Haitian is a byword. Ask a Dominican about Haitiano. See what they say about that. Me and Lava was sitting there, man. We met this Dominican girl. She said, "Tú eres Haitiano de sucio." She could, but she was nice. She was just telling us what they say in Santo Domingo about Haitians, and it was not nice. I'm surprised Lava kept a straight smiley face. I was looking at Lava, see if he's gonna get mad. But she wasn't saying that to me being me. This is what she was taught, and these are the things she experienced while she lived in Santo Domingo. Okay, where we at?
Verse 14.
No. I want to look at the definitions. A proverbial saying, okay. One that personifies a type. I can't see that next sentence there. One that is noteworthy or notorious. Same thing we just read. Okay. All right. So, bywords, in other words, are being called outside the name God gave you. God called you Judah. White man says, no, you are niggers or Afro-Americans. God called you Benjamin. White man says, no, you're West Indian. Anybody know what the word Indian means? Slave or servant. That's what it means. West servant, West Indian. That's what it means. Okay? People of Tobago. We went there. That means tobacco. Come from Tobago, you were called the people of tobacco because that was the plant you had to pick. So they called these are the tobacco people, Tobago. Simple as hell. These are all bywords. Read that again, Captain Isaac.
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people.
You know what that means, a shaking of the head? When you get on the elevator and you stand, you turn, everybody behind you looking at you. Let's just look at him. Somebody come look at this. This is what happens. You go in the courtroom, everybody looking at you. You're a simple walk in the court. Everybody. A shaking of the head. meaning a sign of disapproval. Everybody understand that? Read.
My confusion is continually before me.
You know why it says my confusion is continually before me? We've gotten to the point. Well, let's start the first meaning. The first meaning is we were at one time the greatest people on earth. Now we are nothing. Now we're at the point of total assimilation, but we are still not totally accepted. They got something on the jobs called nepotism, where white people you get promotions along those lines, things of that nature. Is that right? Nepotism.
They look after their own. Right.
They look after their own. And occasionally they'll give a little black or Latino okay, let's give him a promotion. But you ain't really running the show. Ask Obama. He ain't running the show. Ask Giuliani when them riots broke out. And what was the black chief of police name? Lee Brown?
Lee Brown. And you had Mayor Dinkins.
Yes.
Mayor
exactly.
Dinkins. He was the mayor.
Exactly. No power. All the white cops marched and went down the city.
They don't know what you're talking about. Is that the article?
I don't know if I ain't got an article on it, but I remember. I ain't never going to forget it. The white cops were stomping on a car saying, the nigga gotta go. Dinkins gotta go.
Exactly
the nigga gotta go. And some of them to this day is still on the job. Yeah, and I remember speaking to some of them. So what were you doing back then? Yeah, we protested, but, I wasn't one of those that was banging on the car saying, saying the N-word. Really? You weren't really?
Hey, whose signature is on the city checks?
The mayor's. The mayor.
The mayor's signature is on the check, and they calling them nigga.
Right. I'm gonna show you now.
Damn.
What y'all saw what just happened in Milwaukee, right? Everything went crazy. We're gonna talk about Milwaukee in a second. Everything went crazy. They called in the National Guard. Send it to him.
Two heads of the same snake.
You got to find Donald Trump's speech, his recent one.
Damn, I got to see that. I didn't even see it either.
Oh, it's good.
I know that.
I got to laugh on that thing.
Man, I got to see that.
And he said it in front of an all-white audience with one nigga in the back.
I love that. One nigga on the back.
Look how much African-American communities have suffered under Democratic control. To those I say the following. What do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose? I say it again. What do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose? And at the end of 4 years, I guarantee you that I will get over 95% of the African American vote. I promise you.
See, I thought I made this up. I didn't make this up. I just paid close attention.
Look how much.
He went back. You saw him point to the black woman. He went like that. This nigga gets it right here. Yeah.
Y'all, some of y'all looking up here, they say, how in the world could these men laugh at this? Well, it is funny. It is funny. But in the real sense, it shows you how destroyed of a people we are. That's the reason why I said what I said about him. Because what he's actually doing, he's actually showing us the filth of our minds right in front of us. So we have no excuse to remain this way. So whenever the medicine, like the bishop is bringing out, whenever this medicine comes along to clean our people up, I'm going to say what he said. What the hell is wrong with us when we don't accept this medicine to get our minds right? That's the question. Oh, man, that thing was beautiful. I thought I'd never see the day. The man just come up and say these things. I can't believe
listen to this, Dick and Yausa. Really, that man is speaking the thing that white America really want to say. A long time ago, they want to say it. He really speak their mind for them. Because when you see a man like that, talk like that, You see the white people, they all applaud to that. That's really what's in their heart. They want to say about black people. But they feel like this man right here, since he's in light, he can say that nobody going to get hurt by it. The reason we laughing, because we've been telling you that for years.
There you go.
That's why we laughing.
It.
You have to listen to the white man tell you yourself. You're in the lower state. Now you say, oh, I thought I had it going on. Ooh.
Hey, I'll tell you something. We used to do this in camp. You remember. We be downtown, and while the brothers are speaking, we had this white man that would come to the camp. And you know the name. You know what I'm talking about. Bring him up while the men are teaching Israel. Jake out in the audience, they ain't really paying attention. Then they have to call the white man over, and he knew that he was being called for that reason. So he get the microphone, and while he's talking, the Negroes haven't figured out that a white man is speaking yet. So you know what the priest would say? He said, "Hey, Negroes, I got a white man speaking now. Pay attention," and they listen. In other words, he has to come and co-sign and say the things to get your attention. Otherwise, it don't ring home. So the thing like Deacon Lobert's bringing out, he came forward and said exactly what so-called white people have on their minds. He's bringing that information out. And they're all happy about it because they always wanted to say it. They always wanted to say it. And the fact that he's saying it, maybe we'll listen. He's giving the statistics and all of that. Like we don't know it, but we're the damn victims of it. He's telling us something that we already know. Wow, that's amazing.
That goes back. Read that again. Where were you at in Samuel? 1 Samuel chapter 2.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 8. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust.
So we are the poor, meaning poor in spirit. God is going to raise us up out of the dust, which is a low estate. Go ahead.
And lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
Why is it calling us beggars? Because we're the ones on welfare, unemployment, always want a job. Can you hire me, please? And we were the kings and gods of the earth. Now it's calling us poor and beggars. Read that beggar part again.
And lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
The dunghill. Dung means doo-doo. S-H-I-T. That's what dung is. That's the life we live. And you got to see it. I'm going to tell you how bad it is. Some of y'all don't know. Those of y'all that live in the projects, I'll say it like that, the projects. You ever have cops go to your house? Let me tell y'all a secret. Some of y'all might know. Some of you might not know. They talk about how nasty blacks and Latinos are. I ain't talking about the black cops so much, but the white cops, they do. They go, you see this filth? Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, God, don't sit down. There's a roach will fall right on you. Now, I'm not saying that. These are things that's common conversation. Common. But which goes back to the scripture that says he raises up the beggar from the dunghill. The way we live is not. And that goes for those of you who may have a big house. It's still a dunghill from where you came from. Okay? When you once had your own plot of land, things of that nature, now you're paying taxes and things of that sort. Read that again for me.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes.
You see that? To set us where?
Among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
God is going to make us to inherit the throne of glory. Was that it?
For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them.
Y'all see that? So everything is meant for our benefit. It might not look like it yet, but everything is